Next thing I have to do is I got a humidifier for this room. But anyway, I need a humidifier up here. In the winter, the humidity in my house will drop to, I'd say it averages mid-20s, which isn't ideal. I would rather keep it around 50, 60 if I could. That's where it usually is in the summer, sometimes much higher. Currently it's still in the 50s, but once I turn on the pellet stove, that's what I heat with. Once I turn on the pellet stove, it just sucks all the moisture out of the air. So I'm gonna go get that, and then we're gonna set it up in here somewhere. I like it because it doesn't require you to charge it or anything like that. It's one that just directly plugs in, no batteries to worry about, no recharging to worry about. I have a small rechargeable one that I just kind of move around, and I'm like, oh, you look like you might need some humidity, so I stick it right next to that particular plant. That's not convenient, especially not as more and more plants seem to need the extra humidity. So I believe on the instructions it said to fill it up with distilled water. So I have been buying gallons of distilled water. I kind of use them in my coffee maker anyway because I don't want to descale that thing all the time. But anyway, I use distilled water in it, and I like it because it's adjustable. It has this little knob that lets you kind of select, you know, how much humidity you want to come spewing out of that thing. And in the laundry room downstairs, which was, you know, my previous plant room slash laundry room, in there, I could literally, if I turned it on high, create a cloud forest. And, you know, I'm not trying to do that, so I think it's nice that if you notice that the humidity is high in the room, you can actually scale it back or turn it off. It comes off and on with my lights. They're all on a timer. So I like that I don't have to go and manually check and make sure that the humidifiers come on. It just automatically comes on when everything else comes on. I could plug it in separately, I guess, if I wanted it to run 24 hours a day, but I don't particularly. I like that it has an auto shut off, so if it does run out of water, it automatically shuts itself off rather than whatever that element or ionizer or whatever is in there, rather than burning that up, it actually does shut itself off, so that's pretty cool. I also haven't noticed, I've had humidifiers before that will spew out so much water, like not just the mist, but actual water, that it will leave the entire area around where the humidifier is sitting soaked. This one here so far, I have not noticed it do that. I have noticed a little bit of moisture on top, but the cool thing about this one is it has like a little indented area on the top where the like spout is, and that has actually kind of held the water in place and kept it from running down the lid. It kind of just runs back in, and that's not been a problem. So I do like that feature. Not messy is a pretty big consideration for me in a humidifier. I don't want it to be messy.